intercepted, picked off. Buccaneers, Lavonte David's got it. It's intercepted, picked off by Lavonte David. David takes it back the other way.
Our next guest, first-time Pro Bowler and just signed a 5-year, over $50 million deal. Congrats on that. Please welcome linebacker Lavonte David to the First Take desk. Thank you so much for joining us.
No problem. Thank you.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Much deserved.
Yeah.
So
cheesing too.
I'd be permanently cheesing. Lavonte, in June, you told the Tampa Bay Times that this Bucs defense could be the best ever. Why?
Because that's just the type of confidence that I have. You know, the type of confidence I have, that type of mindset that I got to set for the other guys that's out there on the field with me. You know, when we set goals that high, you know, there's no other way we should go. You know, we should always have that expectations from yourself and from the team that you plan on. So when I said that, you know, it was just setting the bar. So every time we're walking on the field, we're trying to have that mindset that we're supposed to be the best team, best defense out there every time we're on the field. So that's what we got to do.
See, this is my problem. You and Ryan making me look bad today, because Ryan's sitting up there bringing up a year 2 quarterback, you know, and got me having to pick him last in the conference, even though I know he's going to be a star.
That's your decision.
And then it's the truth. It's the truth. I mean, just for now, just for this year. But he's still going to be great. And then it's you talking to me about this Tampa defense, and you talk about how confident you are. Y'all were not a good defense last year. Quarterbacks completed 70% of their passes against your defense last year. Y'all gave up 31 touchdowns in the air on defense last year. How in God's name are you going to be a great defense?
I feel like it's a whole nother year. It's a whole nother year. A new defensive scheme, new defensive mindset. The way we did things last year, you know, we kind of like threw that out the window, and now we getting guys more comfortable with playing this scheme. Guys playing football the way that they know how to play football. You know, not thinking too much, not thinking about playing a certain technique. They just out there playing football, being best athletes that they can.
Which was my question. You know, Lovey and you know, the former staff was kind of a cover 2 staff, and which is not for athletic linebackers like you and Quan. It's not attack. It's not go. Has Mike Smith changed some of those things to allow you guys to attack, use your athleticism, which this defense is, to be more effective in stopping people?
Yes, I totally agree. He know how to use us in certain ways. You know, when he first met with us, he said, you know, he's going to use his player to their best ability. And, you know, that's what he's trying to use us. He's using us as attacking guys, you know, flying around sideline to sideline, making plays in the backfield, you know, pressure rushing, things like that. So we're going to be always on the constant go, being involved, being active. So that's a great thing that I like.
Y'all walked into camp believing that into the draft actually, believing your 2 greatest needs was an end pass rusher and a lockdown corner. Do you think that y'all taking care of that with Grimes particularly at the cornerback?
Yes, I totally agree. You know, we all know Brent Grimes' resume, where he's been doing this league for a long time, and he's showing out there in practice. You know, his nose lost step, the way he breaks on the ball, you know, is unbelievable. I never seen a break on the ball like that before. You know, to be a smaller guy, I mean, his vertical is he's jumping out the building. You know, he's jumping out there with big guys. So, and then adding Robert Ayers, and then getting Jacquees back, and also adding Noah Spence has been really promising for us. When you look on film, man, you can see those guys getting off the ball, how much they, you know, disrupt the pass rushers in practice. You know, they have that competitive mindset, and that's what we need.
It's been 13 years since y'all won a playoff game.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
That's since Super Bowl 37. Y'all haven't won the Super Bowl. Y'all haven't won a playoff game since Super Bowl 37.
Yeah.
Do y'all talk about that at all amongst yourselves?
Yes, of course.
What do you say?
You know, our main goal is to make it to the big dance. Make it to the big dance. We want to be in Houston at the end of the year. But we know as it starts one day at a time, you know, we got a whole new staff, you know, different players, different mindset. So we got to get guys to buy in what we're doing. And, you know, me and Gerald on defensively, you know, being the leaders, we always talk about it. You know, we tired of losing, man. Tired of losing, to be honest, tired of losing. You know, he always joke around with me about, you know, playing from high school, little league, growing up in college. I was always, you know, had winning records, but got to NFL, you know, it's been losing. He was like, man, no wonder you always pissed after the loss. I mean, you know, I'm not used to it, you know, and I don't like it. So we got to get everybody on board, man. We got to take it to another level.
So I watched you walk up here, and you're not a big dude.
No.
Like, you're really not. And you're all over the field, and you make plays, but you're a special talent. When you look at a guy like Quan Alexander, I used to say the same thing about him at LSU.
Yeah.
to have a guy who really mirrors the way you play, how exciting and fun is it to know that you two can grow together in that linebacker spot?
It's very exciting, man. I mean, sometimes I sit back and watch myself, just watching him, see how he moves, see how he plays, see how athletic he is. And like you said, he's a great talent, smart kid, great football player. And his just attitude, man, his attitude on the football field is just like no fear. Like every time he making a tackle, he just want to dominate the ball carrier, and I like that. That's the type of guy I need beside of me. And you know, last year we lost him for those 4 games towards the end. You know, from us building up that camaraderie that we had. You know, it's kind of hurt me a little bit. You know, because I had to kind of another guy to get adjusted to him. But you know, now that I feel like I can have him for a whole season, it could be great things.
I know you fantasizing about going to the playoffs. You should, especially when you can play the way you can ball. But I'm looking at the NFC conference. There's got to be somebody from the NFC East, unfortunately. You know, probably somebody like Dallas, somebody. Okay. There's got to be somebody from the NFC North, no problem there. It's that bad man, Aaron Rodgers. Got to be somebody from the West. Okay. Cardinals, Seahawks. So, in the South, you got 1 or 2 choices.
Right.
You're going to have to knock off Cam and the Carolina Panthers, or you're going to have to find a way to win yourself 10 games.
Yeah.
Which is the better shot?
Yeah. I mean,
what's the better shot? What's the better shot?
First thing, man, we're trying to win this conference, win our division. Win our division, man. Basically, we got to knock out Carolina. You know, they're the top dogs. You know, half goes off to them. You know, they're a great football team, and they're in our division. So, obviously, we got to win all our games division, but also try to take them off the top. You know, they won this division 3 years in a row. You know, so, I mean, I believe somebody got to overtake that.
So here's my thing. We talked about the quarterbacks in this division, and I ranked Jameis a different place than Stephen A. did. But the point was, all of them can ball.
Yes.
All the quarterbacks in this division can play. And if you come in saying we are going to be the best defense, you played these teams 6 times.
Yeah.
What are y'all going to do differently against these teams this year with these ballers at quarterback that puts you in position to make that playoff, but also be a dominant defense?
I feel like we got to attack them. I mean, honestly, the past 2 years, we didn't get at them enough, didn't, rally them enough, got, like you said, man, all those passing touchdowns, most of them was in our division. So, you got to be able to rally those guys, guy like Drew Brees, guy like Cam Newton, guy like Matt Ryan. You just can't let them just sit back there and just, play pitcher catch down the field on us. So we got to do different things to, rally them and get them off their spot, maybe even get some sacks and stuff like that. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a tough task, but I think we get the job done.
Lost 4 games to end the regular season, including 38-10 to Carolina.
Yep.
I want to know how difficult this offseason was for you because of the way the season ended.
Oh, very difficult, very difficult. Like I said, man, Gerald, man, I take my hat off to Gerald, the type of leader he is, man. He's showing it out there, man. He's going from that. He's still a little vocal, but he's showing it out there, showing that, he leads by example now. You can see it on film, the way he's getting off the ball, the way he's hustling on and off the field. It's the small things. So, and everybody, take heed in that. When this season ended, he gave me a call and said, man, look, I'm tired of losing, man. I'm tired of losing. That's just the way we taking going into this season. We got to feel like we got to take it amongst ourselves to do what we got to do to get everybody on board, but I feel like we got guys that, that can step up and also be leaders and also do what they're supposed to do, handle the things that they're supposed to handle to get us over the hump.
Okay.
Lavonte, thank you for the time. And again, congrats on the new deal. Best of luck. And speaking of Gerald, there he is, paging. His ears must have been ringing. Gerald McCoy in the house. He'll be with us next. More First Take.